Hi dear student, how are you? Fine. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is very important and surprising. What if United States attack on China or vice versa? What will be the result in future of Asia? Let me show you the map of Asia. This is Asia, entire Asia. This is Europe. This is Africa. This is Middle East. And here it is America. Both will fight war in Pacific Ocean and Indian Ocean because their borders are not adjacent to each other. United States, by virtue of its military presence everywhere in the world, is neighbor of all countries. Okay, let's start. Must remember, these are the areas: South China Sea, Indian Ocean, and China's OBOR and CPEC initiatives that go to Middle East and Africa. These are the irritants. Now let us start the main lecture. The US-China confrontation will surely have strategic, political and economic impact on the entire Asia. Asia is at a critical juncture and striving to determine its future. The dramatic changes, dramatic strategic, economic, political changes are taking place. The US and China rivalry or confrontation would engulf not only Asia but also entire world. Tension is fast building around a slew of issues, particularly trade, Taiwan, South China Sea, growing influence in international affairs, friendship with Russia, Iran, and establishment of CPEC and OBOR. US-China relations are at lowest ebb on strategic, political, economic and financial issues. China, since its establishment, considered Taiwan its province and pledged to bring it under its sovereignty at any cost. The US is the sole arms supplier to Taiwan against the wishes of China. Furthermore, China, as a supporter of developing countries, is acting as the countervailing force to neutralize American pressure in the world. China is second largest country in Asia in terms of area and first populous country in the world. It shares borders with 16 countries of Asia. It is connected with United States of America by the water of Pacific Ocean. The United States is a major power in terms of military and economic potential. United States is neighbor of all countries of the world by virtue of its naval presence in the seas adjacent to countries. US-China relations have been stormy history since establishment of diplomatic relations. Both countries have different political systems and economic systems. The Chinese exploited or materialized their endowed natural resources and human capital and quickly made their country virtually unassailable and expanded economy and military. Both helped each other in ending the Cold War and disintegration of Russian communism. Their relations witnessed lowest and highest peaks on various issues confronting them. US-China relations are not one sphere centered, but it is focused on multi-dimensional sphere, one overlapping the other. Their relations revolves around human rights, nuclear proliferation, economic war or commercial war, support of Iran, and strengthening of Shanghai Cooperation Organization, which is new form of Asian NATO, and control of Indian and Pacific Ocean rim. More than 60% of world population lives in Asia. The Asian continent is divided into South Asia, Southeast Asia, Far East, North Asia, Central Asia, and Southwest Asia. Asia is connected with three continents: Europe, Australasia, and Africa. Indian Ocean in south, Pacific Ocean in the east, and Arctic Ocean in the north surround Asia. There is highly fluid socio-economic and geopolitical, security and economic development scenario prevailing in the Asia due to confrontational approach or policy adopted by both superpowers, China and USA. The majority of political, territorial, ideological, and economic inequality issues are rife in Asia as compared to other parts of the world. Regional conflicts, poverty, underdevelopment, socio-economic backwardness, extremism, terrorism, and transnational terrorism blocked Asia's forward march in all vital fields. Violence and unrest in Kashmir, or occupation of India, Iraq, Yemen, Syria, Myanmar, and Palestine reveals enduring prejudices, polarization, intolerance, and hatred rooted in religio-ethnic discrimination and extremism. The minorities are persecuted in countries like China, India, and Myanmar, and other countries of Asia. Minorities are facing serious problems from majorities within their own country, such as Muslims in India, Myanmar, Philippines, Tamil in Sri Lanka, Nepal, China, Hindus and Christians in Pakistan and other countries. They are denied their political, economic, social and fundamental rights provided in their respective constitution. Economic activities are squeezed in an unstable and uncertain environment. US-China strained relation and support to control countries are hindering the progress and creating psychological uncertainty not only in Asia but also in the entire world. US and Chinese hegemonistic and confrontationalist policy are directly affecting Asian countries in various forms. in various forms with dire consequences in future. The Asian countries are divided into antagonist blocs like in pre-World War II. The economic cost of Russia-Ukraine war is also creating various socio-economic problems for Asian people. The drastic impact of climate change has engulfed entire Asia in the form of floods and uncertain weather conditions. The poverty, unemployment is enhancing due to strategic policies and confrontation between USA and China and their allies in Asia. Two nuclear countries of South Asia are on the brink of war over bleeding wound Kashmir issue and water issues. Taiwan issue has resurfaced over the horizon of Asia, and both China and USA are at the brink of war. The allies of USA in Asia are supporting it against China. The Korean Peninsula is burning. In the historical past, Japan is concerned over the nuclearization of region with North Korea not regarding any norms. The Saudis and Iranis are not satisfied with each other over ideological and nuclear issues. Iran and UAE is disputing a barren island in Persian Gulf. Israel is committing brutalities over innocent Palestinians. Israel has established diplomatic relations with many Arab countries, although it is positive development for long-term peace, yet at the cost of Palestinian people. Turkey's relations with its fellow NATO country Greece are not good over Cyprus issue. Azerbaijan and Armenia is fighting futile war. The impending war between US and China will surely destroy the entire Asia. Their futile war will divide the Asia into many hostile blocs, and non-state actors will surely play havoc with the lives of innocent people. Their war will increase poverty, derail economic progress, bring unparalleled destruction and devastation, and peace achieved in the last 75 years. Rising trade tension or commercial tensions would risk world economy. The pendulum of US-China relations has swung from threat of war to conciliatory gestures. Both countries have shown a desire not to let their countries' difference impede the development of bilateral ties and cooperation. Despite serious difference over multifarious issues, two sides agree on a new mechanism to manage ties, including on diplomacy and security, economy, law enforcement, and cybersecurity. As the world's largest economy and generators of half of entire world's economic growth, both share a common interest in stimulating global growth and strengthening energy security through infrastructural development. There are enormous prospects of amicable relation. It is also a proven fact that Chinese economy is dependent on Western investment technology, and markets, there is a general impression that the contentious issues could strain bilateral ties at any time. At any time, both countries have to continue economic and strategic diplomacy and express a willingness to join hands to achieve equitable economic order and durable global peace in the supreme interest of humanity. Harmonious relationship between them is vital to world peace. It is collective responsibility of Asian people and leaders, and also international organizations, regional organizations, to work towards the comprehensive and integrated socio-economic progress of entire Asian region through dialogue and cooperation. The people of Asia should exert pressure on both countries to negotiate to solve their issues in the collective interest of Asia. Wish you good luck. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.